Hello everyone and welcome to Ian's Bricks. I'm Ian and today I'm at my local train station. It's about 10 past 6 in the morning on Wednesday the 10th of August 2022, and I'm actually off to London today to go to the reopening of the Lego Leicester Square shop. It's been closed for a month or so. They're refurbishing. I think they've managed to get some extra space apparently. They've remodeled the whole store, so there's a whole event going on today. I'm hopefully going to get there nice and early. I arrive in London about 8:15 and the store opens at 10, so there's going to be a little bit of queuing for me there. I would imagine there's people in the queue before me, so I don't mind queuing. Yeah, just easier to get the train into London today than taking the car and all that kind of malarkey. So right, just got to wait for the train now. Right, here I am in Waterloo. It's really busy as I'd expect. It's around about 20 past 8 in the morning, so everyone's obviously coming into work. I'm going to head to the tube station and catch the Bakerloo line to Piccadilly. It's only about 3 stops. It'll only take about 5-10 minutes. So yeah, let's get to the Lego store.
Can you see how long we've got to go? We've got less than 75 minutes till this store opens.
So I've come where it's a little bit quieter, so the queue is sort of all full at the moment for 10 o'clock, which is fine, but they've given me a wristband, which is a really good idea, so I don't have to stand in line. I can go and sit down and get something to eat between half 10 and 11. Whether I get in that time, who knows, but it's really good, so I don't have to hang around, which is fantastic. I'll probably be able to film a little bit of the actual ceremony when they open at 10 o'clock, which is good because I won't be stood in the queue. So yeah, I'm just going to hang around here for the next hour or so and see what happens. So while I'm waiting to get into the Lego store, I thought I'd just sit next to my friend Paddington for a while he eats his marmalade sandwich.
Oh, it's coming into Leicester Square, ladies and gentlemen. There's a big red bus coming into Leicester Square. I've never seen this before. Sure, it's coming all the way in. I can see some guys with Union Jack waistcoats on. This is exciting stuff. I tell you what, though, do you want to come out here for a better view? Okay, let's see if we can let you in this way. We're going to have a because this is something I always 5, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! It's worth the wait. Enjoy yourselves in there. Well done, mate. Get in there. Get in there.
Right, I'm in the queue. I'm nearly there, nearly at the front entrance. So yeah, get in a minute and have a look round. Thank you. So I'm finally in the store, hooray, and there's the Aston Martin straight away. This is downstairs and there's a tree here, a rainbow tree. There's a lot of people around, so I probably won't be able to do too much video, but we'll see what I can get anyway. That looks brilliant. Had a closer look at the Aston Martin in the front. Lovely little badge they had on there. The rest of it was all Lego. I didn't get a chance to look inside, unfortunately. They had loads of these Lego house ducks, £69.99, very comparable to the price in Denmark. And the Galaxy Explorer there as well, and had loads of these London buses. £8.49 is not a bad price actually for those creator buses, and some of the London Magnets and the Aston Martins. A couple of figures. I had quite a lot of these figures dotted around the whole store. They had Big Ben as well, so that was in the old store. They've pretty much left that where that was. That's fair enough. I understand why they would leave that. It's such a big set, and why wouldn't you leave it? And they had the head goblin as well from Harry Potter there in the downstairs section. That looks fantastic as well. So I tried to take a view from the stairs. So I used to walk up these stairs and there's a big mural, but this is the whole area where this cash register and all these people, that's where the sort of the new part of the store is. Sorry it's a bit flashy, but you can sort of see how busy it was. And this, at the top of the stairs they had the dragon on top of the Gringotts Bank. There's a lovely mural on the front as well of the Ford Anglia with Harry and Ron. That looks really, really good. I sort of tried to zoom in just to show how that was built. It was reasonably flat, I suppose, and that was just above where the people are coming in. A lot of mess from everything there. And this was the top of the tree as well. So the top of the tree, the rainbow tree that they had down in the bottom section. This is one of the areas where you could build a set and take it home with you. And this is the London bus that they had upstairs. Really nice sort of front of a London bus. That looks pretty good. I like how they've done that. I like the driver as well. Didn't look very happy though. They had sort of a history section here. It's a small sort of museum, museumy section really. Lots of old sets in here. Lots of pictures of old sets. There's some of the old Lego cars that they used to do. Not obviously made out of plastic. And they had the old Lego set, the fire station, and some of the old sets as well. So that looked fantastic. Loads more Harry Potter stuff upstairs as well. This whole sort of Diagon Alley section here with all the characters. That was very, very impressive how they built that to look like the set. Yeah, that was sort of really good that was sort of there. And this is one of the builds that I was doing. This is the wave build that they had, and I built myself one of those just sort of to show you how it was all put together. And loads of free gifts. Look at all those free gifts. Wow. Right, so I'm all done and dusted. A really, really good store. It was really great fun. I've got my bags behind me here. I'll sort of show you what I've got in a second. But yeah, it was a really, really good experience to go in there. I really enjoyed it. There was loads of, all the staff were really fantastic. They've all been shipped in from different stores. I was chatting to a couple of ladies that I recognised, or they recognised me from the Southampton store, and another lad from Leeds as well. I didn't know, but chatting to him. So all the staff are fantastic. They're all having a really great time as well. So I'm going to, a little bit of time to waste now. It's only sort of early afternoon. My train's not back until 4 o'clock this afternoon. I had to buy them in advance. So I'm just going to have a wander around London. I've got these Lego bags to carry around with me for the rest of the day. So I'm going to probably just hang around here for a bit because it's nice and shady at the moment. It's very hot today, so I'm going to stay in the shade as much as I can. And I'll have a walk down to Waterloo later this afternoon and get the train home, and that's when I'll show you everything that I've got. Right, so I'm just on my way walking back to Waterloo. It's a bit of a walk, but it's a lovely day, so why not? You can see the London Eye behind me there, and if I sort of spin round, all the way around, just a fabulous view of the City of London. You can probably see St Paul's just behind me as well. So yeah, I don't think I've ever walked across this bridge before, just near Charing Cross Station. So anyway, back to Waterloo we go. Right, just setting off from London Waterloo back home, 2-hour journey. I've treated myself to first class because it was only £6 more expensive than second class. I've got my Lego all pried in place there. I can leave it there for the moment because nobody wants to sit there, so that's great. So back home in 2 hours, and then we can get looking in the bags and see what I bought. So I'm finally back home. It was a long day, but definitely worth it. Here are the 2 bags of Lego that I got. I did 2 separate purchases, which may have been a little bit naughty, but I'll show you why in a bit. But just a few other things that were going on sort of around the Lego store itself and outside. So outside there were people all dressed up with sort of Union Jack suits and bowler hats. And they were basically going around taking pictures. And they're basically giving everybody souvenirs. So this is what you got. I mean, it's just for free, and you didn't even have to go in the Lego store. You could have just, there were mainly people in the queue, but there's a picture of yours truly. I just think that's a nice little souvenir. They took a Polaroid, which they just gave you straight away. They got you to sort of hold this frame around your head, which is what I did, and I did a cheesy grin, as you can see. But I quite like that, and it's just a nice little memento of the day. I think that's a really nice thing to do. So thank you for that, first of all. And also, when you were inside the Lego store, you probably saw from my video there was a couple of sort of building opportunities. I think this was in all Lego stores today, possibly for this week, I don't know, but it's because it's the today was the actual 90th anniversary of Lego becoming a company. So there were two small builds that you had. The first one was this here, and as you can see from the video, there's just basically just a whole vat of Lego, and you got some instructions as well. So I managed to get a copy of the instructions, and they're just basically on a piece of A4 back and front, so you can sort of see them there. Fairly straightforward. There's no set number or anything like that. It's just called Summer Wave, and it's just this here. I mean, it is what it is. It's nothing too exciting, but it's just a nice little thing to get for free. So I built one of those, and my favourite one was the other one. So there's this other set here, which is called the red brick, and I think this was done in the style of the very first types of bricks that Lego actually did. They always had this little groove down the front of them there, but that's just on a little stand, and again, I just think that's really nice. That's really cute. I actually really like that one, so I think that's really good. So I made sure I got both of those. So let's have a look in the bag, shall we, and see what I actually bought. So the big bag was the first purchase. They had quite a few free gifts in today. I'm just going to move these down here. You can probably see some sellotape on the bags. I just had them sellotaped while I was walking around London. I just wanted to sort of close the top so no one could get their hands in and steal any of my lovely Lego. So free gifts, first of all. There were 3 on offer today. There was, first of all, if you spent over, I think, £30 or £40, you got this, and are a VIP member, you get this poly bag here. So set number 40515, the Pirates and Treasure VIP add-on pack. So you can just virtually see what it says there, and it's just a sort of a random assortment of Lego pirate pieces. I don't think there's any minifigures as such, but you do get a skeleton figure. But there's all sorts of things. There's sharks in there, and a cannon, and a treasure chest, and all sorts of pirate pieces as well. So 40515 is that set number there. Unusual way that they've done that, sort of a clear bag. So we've got one of those. And also, if you spent over £130, and I think that's available for the rest of this week, so up until, what day are we on today? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, I think I'm right in saying, is they gave you this. This is kind of the store branding special set that you get. And this is nice. I haven't got one of these at all, so it's 40528. That's the first time I've ever been to a store opening or reopening, so for me it was quite good to finally get a set like this. This is a really nice little set from what I can see. You've obviously got the Lego store. That does look like it's a sticker on the Lego logo, but that's fine. And it's sort of in 2 levels. You can see here that you have the sort of the main store, and then this little bit here that sort of attaches onto the top, and you've got lots of what I would assume are stickered pieces, and you can see a little bit more detail there of what the inside of the store looks like, and also the other parts of the store as well. So and it's quite heavy as well. I mean, there's a decent amount of Lego in there. You've got the duck on the side, which is fantastic. So that's a really nice thing to get for free. And also, if you spent over £150 in one go, you also got the fabulous Forest Hideout set. Get my teeth in. 40567. I've got a few of these already. This is celebrating the 90 years of play. Great little set as a free gift. This really like these. So I'm just really pleased to get one of those. And of course, you always have to remember that's not for kids. For 18 years and up only. So sorry kids, you're not allowed this. This is for adults only, like me. So they're the freebies. A really nice set of freebies there. So what did I buy then to make up my over £150? So the first thing that I got is a Lego duck. Now these are only supposed to be available in Billund in Denmark, and as you know, I went all the way to Billund in Denmark earlier in the year and bought myself a duck, and you can just about see him. There he is, just poking through on my display there. So I have actually built my duck. And I thought, well, because I built one, I need to get a replacement now. So I've got another one of these, 40501. This was the only sort of exclusive set that they were selling as far as I could tell in the Lego store. There were plenty of them available today. Most people I could see that were buying Lego and buying a reasonable amount of Lego, they were all getting this. I mean, this is something, I think, because it's so rare and so unusual to be able to get outside of Denmark, people were just snapping these up. It was limited to one per person, so I got myself one, which is what I was allowed. So there you go, another one of those for me to replace the one that I built. And I also, what else did I get? Oh, okay, so another thing that I got, so this is the first one of these that I bought. The Lego classic Batman cowl. So a lot of helmets and things that Lego do really, really well for investment. This is no exception, I don't think. 76238. This is going to retire at the end of this year. I think they're $54.99 on lego.com, and they're basically not available anywhere else as far as I can tell. Certainly not on Amazon in the UK. Whether they're in different countries like the USA, whether they're available in different places, I really don't know. But on lego.com website, you're only allowed to buy 2 of these at any one time. So I think these are going to be slightly, because they're slightly harder to buy. I think that's why they'll probably do quite well as an investment point of view. And also there's the classic Batman car as well, which has been very, very difficult to get hold of. I think in the UK, because the TV show was shown quite a lot throughout the 60s, 70s and even into the 80s, sort of most people my age and even a bit younger will sort of know the classic Batman look that with, is it Adam West? I think it's Adam West, I think that's right. Apologies if that's wrong. So I think this is going to be something that's going to be sought after. So I decided to get myself one of these because I had plenty in stock. Nobody else seemed to be going for them, which is again is another good sign of people aren't buying them. Maybe they're not that popular yet, but I think they probably will be. So that's a really, and I think it's a really nice thing. I like the stand that it's on. Yeah, really, really good. I do like that. So got myself one of those. And to bump up the price to over 150, a couple more Brickheads. So they had one of these here, which is the Brickhead Scrooge McDuck. This is again retiring at the end of this year, 2022. 40477. This has sold out at the moment in the UK and Europe on the Lego website. So I thought, okay, well, if they're sold out, they're obviously, you know, they're starting to run dry. The stock's running dry. So I thought it was a good opportunity to get another one of those. And they had loads of these in Ahsoka Tano Brickheads. You've seen me buy these before. 40539. They had loads of them on stock. I did only buy the one this time because I think I bought so many recently. I didn't want to be too greedy. So one of those that just took me over the £150, and that got me all the free gifts. Then I was a little bit naughty. I actually had a chat to somebody who'd recognised me in the store, which was fantastic. There was a few people in the crowd sort of recognised me from my videos, which is great. So thank you very much if you did say hello to me. Please put a comment in, and just so I know sort of who it was from the people that watch my videos, who it was that was saw me in the crowd today. Yeah, apparently he'd already been and bought sort of 2 bags of stuff, and I said, oh, you know, did you get 2 lots of free gifts? He said, yeah. So I thought, oh, okay, I was thinking about whether I should do it or not, but someone else had done it. I thought, okay, if I don't do it, I'll regret it. So that's what I did. I was a bit naughty. I went back and I got my 3 free gifts again. So I spent over £150. Forest Hideout, another one of those. I got another one of the Lego shops, and I got another one of the VIP bags as well. So great to get another one each of those as well. And I basically got very similar sets again to what I've been buying recently. So more Brickheads. This is the Looney Tunes 40559. This is the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. Another one of the Brickheads that's apparently retiring at the end of this year. I think this will be a really, really good set for investment, just because I think people like the characters and they're not been on shelves for very long. So I actually got myself 2 of those. There we go. I also got myself another Huey, Dewey, Louie and Scrooge McDuck as well, another one of those sets. And I also got myself another one of the classic Batman cowls. I know it's not very good, I've kind of bought all the same old stuff, but I wanted to get stuff that was sort of, again, retiring at the end of the year, probably good for investment, but also what I think they're all pretty good sets, I think. And I also got myself, they had these on the shelves. When I did look, first of all, these Brickheads, these are the Voldemort, Nagini and Bellatrix 40496. There were none left when I first looked, but the staff in the store were fantastic. They were going round, running round, filling up shelves, and when I looked again later on, they were there, so I bought myself 2 more of those. Now, there was one final thing that happened. So as you walk out of the store, there were loads of people saying hello, welcome and goodbye and all this kind of stuff. One thing that did happen is, as I was walking out, the bag on my smaller Lego set, this kind here, it literally ripped. I just picked the bag up and it just snapped. This guy literally saw what happened, came over, helped me, got a new bag, put it all in a new bag. So this was the new bag, we just threw the other one away. So thank you very much for that to the staff member, whoever that was that did that. I didn't catch his name. But they also were giving everybody a special free gift as they left the Lego store. So basically it's this thing here. It's the world's biggest Lego store, and it is pretty big now, especially upstairs. I mean, downstairs is still the same size and quite small, but upstairs is huge. It's more than twice the size. Loads of space in there, so it's fantastic. And what this basically is, if I open that up, there's a little wallet there, so it's all quite nicely done. And in there is a huge plastic bag with not a lot in apart from that, and it's just a little tile there, and it says I love Lego store Leicester Square. And apparently someone was telling me afterwards that the idea is that you can replace the Lego logo on the front of this set here with that brick there. It's 2x4 white tile with printed pieces on there. So that's, I think the idea is that's supposed to go with that. But again, they're only giving out 1 per person, but it's really, really nice to sort of get another special sort of little free gift as well. So thank you, Lego, for all the free gifts. I mean, obviously I've got the two builds here as well, and my picture and everything else. So let me rearrange all this so you can see everything together. There we have it then, that's everything together. So as you can probably see, I think that's a pretty successful day. I think for me, so many special things really. I mean, the whole day was just great. Seeing the opening was fantastic. Bumping into people, having a good chat to people, and the staff as well. Staff were amazing in that store today. I mean, they were working really hard as well. It was so busy in there, but they were just all just sort of so enthusiastic and genuine as well. I think you know, you could definitely tell that they were sort of well into what they were doing, which is fantastic. The sets that I bought, some great stuff there. Great to get another duck. I mean, they're so rare. I mean, I'm lucky that I've been able to go to Denmark and get a few of those, but great to pick up another one of those. And the free gifts are absolutely amazing. I mean, not only just to get the standard VIP bags and the Forestman, which are great sets anyway, but to get these Lego stores as well is absolutely amazing. They're so fantastic. And these little builds are really fun as well. I really enjoyed. I mean, you sort of had to push your way into to get yourself into position so you could build these, because the areas to build weren't particularly big, but most people were very good, and I just think they're really, really nice builds just to give away for free. And of course the special little tile as well, that was just a nice touch at the end. Anyway, I've thoroughly enjoyed my day today. I can't wait for the next Lego store opening. Apparently there's one in Dublin in Ireland opening, but it's probably a bit far for me to go for that. But for now, I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, until the next video, take care